I'll be back. Alright. So, I've done this 3 times now, and I have failed 3 times. I have poured 3 separate beers, and on each one of them, you can't hear me. Including the last one where I had 0 audio, and I went on a lot of ranting and raving. I am tired of talking and not recording anything. We're gonna make this one short and sweet. So I poured Space Maid. It's a hazy IPA from Casa Agria. It was one of their 7th anniversary releases from a couple weekends ago. It is a collab with Made West. It was brewed on I believe the 18th is what it says, 2023, January 18th. This is a beer using Cryo, Citra Cryo, Simcoe Cryo, and Columbus Cryo. I did say in the, it's also 6.8% alcohol. I did say in the video that that Columbus hop gives it more of that. For me, this hazy has more of a bite than most hazies, more of a bitterness to it. Most hazies do not have bitterness whatsoever. I was one of those guys that always sought the highest IBUs, triples, quadruples. I wanted to get as high as you can get, so I destroy my palate, and I achieved that. And so everything's pretty tame to me, but hazies just have a lot of that flavor, that juice that I like. Anyways, that beer, reminiscent of it. I'm gonna go pour another beer. I'm gonna check this one out, make sure it's working, pour another beer, and then you'll get to finally see a beer pour. I will put up pictures of the other beers that I drink. One was a hazy pale from Casa Agria, 5th anniversary. It was called Slow Ox. It was in part with, gosh, what was that? Hold on, I know this. Why am I stumbling? Well, second beer I poured was called Eyes Are Mai Tais, and it was a collab with Alvarado Street. They used the Mai Tai Tropical IPA and Casa Agria's Eyes Mosaic IPA, and mashed the two together to create one of the greatest beers I've had in a very long time. I also went on a rant about Russian River, Pliny the Elder, double dry hop. I bought that. Garbage. Get it out of here. Never gonna drink it again. I thought it was terrible. The Eyes Are Mosaic, 1,000 times better. Anyways, let's go grab another beer. Alright, I'm back with another beer. This time I'm going with some Monkish. Life is Foggier. It's a double dry hopped IPA, 7%. It was canned on the 17th of January 2023. It says Haze Bomb on it. They don't give you any details of what hops or anything. You gotta look online for that. So I did not write that stuff down. I failed on that one. But they have 4 different colored cans. So I wanted to get pictures of all of them. So I'm going to take a picture of this one, just like normal. But it's a hazy, obviously. It's Monkish. Well, there it is. It's a beaut. It's a beauty. Give me 1 second. I'm gonna pause this. I'll be back. I want to take a picture of this. That too is a quality beer. Of course, it's Monkish. So I said before, if you live in California and you've been on the fence with some of these beers, if you know what like hazies are like, a good double IPA or even just an IPA, something that's like really I don't know, really hoppy. Don't sleep on these. I found that if you sleep on them, the opportunity to buy them, you're gonna lose out. Why? I mean, this, if you like craft beer, this is amazing. Okay, so there is the cost of shipping. If you live near Torrance or near, I'm not sure where their other location is, but if you live near Monkish, yeah, obviously $25 is kind of dumb to spend on shipping. I live in Ventura County. It's the next county up the coast. I'm, not far from Malibu. If you think about it, not far from the beach, but also not far from the mountains. So, but I am far enough from Torrance to where I'm not going to drive there. I do not want to go down to 405. I don't want to deal with none of that stuff. I don't care enough. I'll spend the extra $25 and have someone do it for me. I've also bought beer from Russian River, Bear Republic, what else? Firestone. Firestone's not that close to me either. And I've had them shipped. I'm not going to drive. I could spend a day to go to drive to Firestone, go to Beertalk, go to Paso, but I'm not. No, I'm not. I guess I could go down to, where's their other location? Dang it. Down the coast. I could do that. I'm not gonna ship it. Plain as simple, ship it. I am 5 minutes away from Casa Agria now, where I live now is a lot closer. I am actually time-wise closer to Made West. I actually work like 5 minutes away from Made West. And there's a lot of local breweries around here that I can just get beer from. I have a really good store I like to go to. It's called Pat Holden's in Oxnard. The owner's amazing. He's a great guy. He has amazing workers that work there, like Joe B. I don't even know everybody's name. Sorry guys, but you're all the best. I love to go there, just spend a little bit of time there, just 5, 10, 15 minutes hanging out, shooting the breeze. So I fully invested my life into craft beer. I'm one of those persons that didn't just hop on board 10, 12 years ago because it was the cool thing to do. When I turned 21, I was given a case of Sierra Nevada Celebration Ale for my birthday. I am 46 years old now, so it tells you how long I've been drinking craft beer. And I was drinking it before I got that. I was drinking craft beer probably since I was 15 or 16 years old. So for 30 years of my life, I've been drinking this stuff. And I've been drinking beer since I was a little kid. So my grandparents were amazing. Thank you, Grandma and Grandpa. The best. Beer is what I've done my whole life. Lawn care. I also did that. I worked for companies. I took care of lawns in industrial settings. I worked for a municipality that had a recreation area, and I mowed thousands of acres. Well, it wasn't thousands of acres, but it felt like thousands of acres. I worked for a private high school for 6 years as a lead groundskeeper. My current employment, I work with adults with developmental disabilities. I've been there for 15 years. In that setting, I ran the contracts that we have at a local military base where we did landscaping, and I ran that for many years. Oftentimes doing all the work by myself, so we can keep the contracts. I have mowed millions of acres of land, millions of acres, whether it was on a tractor or riding mowers, millions of acres. I can't even begin to describe how much, because I've been doing it for. I started working mowing at 18 years old in 1995. This is not something I saw somebody do on YouTube and decided to do it. I've been doing it for a long time. I just work for somebody else. It wasn't until I created my own YouTube where I started doing things for myself. Beer wise, I have brewed beer before. I found I'm a better beer drinker than brewer because I am not patient. If it was somebody else's brew and they were paying me to do it, I'd probably do it because it's my job and I take my jobs very seriously. But if I'm going to do it for fun, I'm not going to do it. I would rather drink somebody else's creation and give them all the reward and glory and say, you did a damn good job. Because the guys that made West, Casa Agria, Monkish, all the beers that I've had, except for that damn double dry hop Russian River that Pliny the Elder was, the people hyping that thing up. Oh, I bought all this, blah, 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 I bought this, I can't wait till. Terrible. Buy something else. Shoot, you live up in that area, you got a lot of great breweries up there. Russian River ain't the only one. Man, I'd rather buy some Bear Republic. Give me a hop shovel. Citra. Oh, yeah, I'll take that. Jeez. I'll take a freaking Citra double IPA from Kern Brewing Company. Oh, God. That's amazing. I've said this 3 times in 3 different videos that didn't get recorded. If this is something that you'd all like, let me know. I'm not one of those persons that'll tell you, please subscribe, hit the bell at the bottom for notification. None of that stuff. I don't care. You guys do what you're going to do, and you do whatever you do. I'm cool with it, because I do the same thing. Anytime somebody tells me I need to subscribe, that's the last thing I do. I usually leave their videos and really never go back. But this time around, if you could just leave me a comment whether you want to see more of these things, maybe not. Some of the folks that have been around, I don't have a lawn. I live in an apartment. I live on the 3rd floor. I have friends that have lawns. Trying to find the passion to do somebody else's lawn for them to enjoy. No offense to any of them. I love them all. My friends are amazing. But I did that for me because I loved that. I did a lot of work to get my lawn to that point. I had really bad grass in there. There was a mixture of Bermuda, Kikuyu, there was some bluegrass, there was some patches of fescue, there was a lot of dandelion, dichondra. There was I can't even think right now. Poa. There was a lot of stuff in that grass when I inherited the mess. I round up, killed everything off, sprayed everything like crazy, did it twice, and then I got a electric rototiller and started just tearing everything out. Got all the dead grass. I had 13 tall bags for the grass. Filled up my green waste, filled up my trash can, filled up the green waste again. Every time, just kept filling up the green waste. It took me almost 3 months to get rid of all the grass that I tore out of that. Tilled it, then raked everything out, rolled it, seeded it, then put peat moss over it and watered the heck out of it, and was able to get that. I planted some perennial rye and some amazing grass. The other problem is I got cats that like to pee in the yard, and there was a dog that came and peed in the yard, so I had a lot of spots, so I had to redo some spots. Then I had some of the Bermuda starting to fight its way back, so I was trying to take care of that. It was a lot of fun. I did it for me. I had a lot of fun with it. Doing it for somebody else, I feel like, I know they'll never do it, but I feel like if I do all this hard work and then somebody comes by and say, wow, you have a beautiful lawn, they're going to be like, yeah, I know. And I'm not going to be there to be like, I did that. I want to be there to be, I did that. You're looking at that, I did that. It's kind of selfishness, I know, but I'm not going to get paid for it. And I never charge my friends to do anything like that. So trying to find the drive to do that for somebody else, it's still not there. But I'm kind of getting the itch. So it might happen. I'm not leaving it off the table. And if it does, and they go enjoy it, and they tell everybody, yeah, I did that. I'm not going to be there anyway, so it's not going to matter. So why is it even an issue with me? I don't know. I'm just weird like that. But yeah. So for now, all I got is the beer. Again, I'm a old school beer drinker from way back in the day. Did the Meister Brows to the Low Brows to the Old Milwaukees to the, what else? Started, some of the first stuff I had was Peace Wicked Ale. I did all the Sam Adams, the Old Fezziwigs, and the Cherry Lambic, and the Search for the Triple Box, and Double Bock, and all of that. And I had all the bottle caps from all that. I did the Moylans and the whatever up north, everything up north. Oh, just so many beers. Thousands of beers. Literally, I'm probably talking 4,000 or 5,000 different types of beer, different names of beers. I've had so many of them. I would say probably 50 to 60% of them I've never documented, but I've had them. I've had beers that no longer exist, brewery shut down, and then Casa Agria, they came out with 5 beers. Or 7 beers, but 5 of them that I'll drink for their anniversary. That's 5 new beers. Right there, 5 beers. Added to the list. Monkish, every time I buy Monkish, it's at least 4 new beers added to the list. Every time. So, it just keeps piling on. It's not something that I started 10, 12 years ago when the craze started happening. I was there before you guys. Most of you guys. First time I ever had a Stone. Arrogant Bastard. My friend James turned 21. That guy is now 40... What is he, 3 years younger than me? 43 years old? 20 plus years ago at Stone. It's just... We were always on a quest. A friend, his brother Josh, worked for Basso Distribution. Basso Distribution around here did Coors. Coors distributed around here Anchor. Here I'm a 19-year-old, 20-year-old drinking Anchor Steam, Anchor Porter, Liberty Ale. We'd go to the beach, load up on that stuff, get drunk, somehow get home. The funny thing is, it's not funny. I don't encourage that at all. Never drink and drive. I've had a friend die from it in a fiery crash. It changed my outlook on everything. I'd give anything to have Brian back. So, no drinking and driving. There was a point I was pretty low in my life where I was just, I don't care. After he passed away from a fiery crash, I'll never do that again. I'll never put people through that kind of hurt. It's not that he did it, he was a passenger. And I know the driver, he's a friend too, I know it wasn't on purpose. He grieves every day, and I know he does. But yeah, folks, don't do that. So when I reminisce about the old days, keep in mind, I was young and dumb, and my friends, we were young and dumb. We did some dumb things, but we lived in a very rural area where for a majority of the time on the road, it was just us. We took a lot of back roads that weren't frequently traveled at night. You may have, in an hour, 3 cars. So that doesn't make it any better, but looking back on it, it was stupid and very dumb, but at least we did that. We didn't take the main road where everybody drove on. Because if we did that, that would have been dumb. Dumber, dumb. Anyway, I'm ranting.